Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
Hey, I'm Kevin.
And I am John.
And this is 6 Degrees of Schwarzenegger, the podcast where we take a long, hard look back at some of our favorite action movies from the era of Arnold.
Schwarzenegger is the icon of the genre, and we're taking a deep dive into some of these 80s and 90s cult action movies and breaking them all the way down.
Brother to brother. Brother to brother. One to another. Like no other. Brother to brother. Brother to brother. Never knew you existed.
Hey, John.
Hey, Kevin.
How you doing, bud?
I'm so great right now. Thank you.
We have made it to the final chapter.
What? How did we do it again?
I don't know.
So reliable. You can always count on us to get there.
Absolutely. We're here to wrap things up about an amazing movie from 1988.
Twins!
Shit. Indeed. Indeed.
Brother to brother.
A lot of good music in this last act.
A lot of brother-related songs.
Yeah. I will try to sort of recap what's been going on here.
Hit me with it.
We got these unlikely twin brothers, Julius and Vincent, played by Schwarzenegger and DeVito. They are trying to track down their origins. They got a hot tip that led them to New Mexico to meet a scientist that had a hand in the experiment that spawned them.
That's rough language. Spawned.
Julius strong-armed the guy a little bit. He told him where they could go and find their mom out at an artist colony north of Santa Fe, New Mexico. So they're going to go check her out. Also, they got a couple of sweet ladies with them, the sisters, Linda and Marnie. Both Julius and Vincent both got lucky after a night out on the town in Santa Fe. Yeah, that kind of is the whole last chapter.
There was a bar fight.
There was a bar fight. The Clanes are after Vincent because he owes this like family of loan sharks money. Vincent's on his way to Houston to deliver a stolen something or another that's in the trunk of this car that he stole.
And only he and Linda know that that's part of this journey.
That's right. That's the real mission, at least the mission that Vincent set out on. But now he's fully embraced the idea of having a mom because he grew up feeling like he was an orphan and that his mom abandoned him. So he's really looking forward to having that family whole thing that he missed out on.
That's a good catch-up.
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah. So they wake up after everyone's thoroughly boned and They get up and it's time to drive to Whispering Pines, the artist colony, to meet Mama Benedict, and it's a fucking awesome spread.
Oh, dude, it's incredible.
Like adobe walls, like it's surrounded by mountains.
Apparently this is some type of Audubon Society property.
That makes
or something.
Sense. That's cool.
It's fucking amazing.
I would love to live in a place like that. Vincent's super excited.
He's obsessed with how much the property must be worth.
It must be worth a fortune. Although Julius,
Mama's rich.
You shouldn't always think about money.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's nice mom's loaded. That's a worry she won't have to have in old age.
Totally.
It's good. They ring the bell at the gate, and a man comes to the door to tell. A man comes to the door. He's in great. I feel like this guy's super swole. He's
every time we've watched it, you've been like, that dude is yoked.
He's just in great shape for a 40 or 50 something year old guy.
I bet he was pushing 60. He seemed like he was in his 50s.
But he's in great. Anyway, they tell him that they're there to see Marianne Benedict, and he's like, that's not possible. Which is weird.
It's a weird answer to give, yeah.
Yeah, but they insist, saying she's going to be very happy to see them. But the guy says it's too bad and that they need to write a letter to the Benedict Foundation stating their business and closes the gate. And that's that. Vincent
Yeah.
Vincent is like super excited by the word foundation.
He's millions, Julius. Mama's rich.
Yeah, so they're like, we can't take no for an answer. The only alternative, and I'm surprised Julius is into this, was like, we've got to trespass.
Absolutely.
Okay. I feel like in a true to life version of this story, Julius would have said, we have to go back to the hotel and write letters.
Yeah. He's so amped up. He feels like they're so close.
I would say like maybe Vincent's influence on him is to like, yeah, we got to get
rubbing
this
off
done.
on him a little bit.
So yeah, they scale the wall, and I guess they lift the ladies over with them.
The spill that Vincent takes over the wall looked like it was pretty great. And I mean, that was DeVito. So I don't know what he fell onto. I'm sure there was a mat or some dudes on the other side to catch him.
Yeah.
But yeah, they boost the girls up over. Marnie, whatever it is that she's wearing, my god!
It's like a onesie,
like a little satin or
shorts
silky,
onesie,
like little shorts. Oh my god!
There's a great meme online of like a girl wearing a onesie like that, and like how all girls feel cute when they're wearing it, but then when they go to the bathroom, they have to like undo the straps, and the whole thing just crumples around their ankles.
There was a great Onion article that was like, "'Twas hubris that brought me here." It says like, woman sitting naked on the toilet at a music festival.
It's the truth, but in this situation, we'll just assume that Marnie peed earlier. So they all scale the property. And it is like a paradise inside.
Amazing.
The spread is amazing. It's all like so it's in the middle of the desert, but it's green, lush.
What does that mean? It's irrigated, or is there
surrounded by
greenery like
mountains.
that?
I assume that it's probably irrigated or that it's on a well system.
Okay.
It's hot. It's a hot piece of property.
Oh, amazing.
They immediately spot a sweet old lady and think, do you think that's her? And in my mind,
she's the right age, I guess.
I would say that lady's way too old to be their mother.
That's true. She seems 80.
She seems ancient compared to like how
Marianne
old
was
their mother
not
would have been.
45 when she had
Marianne, I feel like it was like 16 or something.
She was nubile.
Something creepy.
She was. I'm gonna guess she was 25 or less.
I would have said early
60-ish.
20s. I would have said early 20s, and the woman that they were looking at was clearly in her 70s or 80s.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
So anyway, it would seem to me that Julius would have looked at her and been like, "No, she's too old." Anyway, there's a woman gardening who spots them doing whatever they're doing and asks, "Are you supposed to be here? Should you people be here?"
She's
you
real
people.
She's real gruff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so they tell her that they came to see Marianne Benedict, and they ask her if she's there. She says Marianne is here, but she should probably call the cops because you're trespassing.
I'm trying to think back to my first time ever having seen this.
Right.
Like, there's zero chance that this woman is not Marianne, right? Like, even a first time viewing, I feel like it's just obvious this woman is her.
They make such a to-do of her seeing them, and immediately like just because of the way that the camera treats her, the way that she's framed in shots, you immediately know that she's a person of some import.
Yeah, I just feel like there's not a chance this woman's not going to be her.
Spoiler alert. They tell her, "Look, lady, this is a weird situation, and we're Marianne's twin sons." She's like, "Yeah, okay, but follow me." So she like starts to lead them onward. They start to pass the sweet old lady that they saw earlier, and they start to like slow up, but she like moves right past, and they're confused. And then as they're walking, at this point she says, "It's an artist colony. There's a lot of painters."
They're like, "We're sorry. We thought this was Marianne Benedict."
No.
She's like, "No, there's a lot of painters here."
The writing for this section sort of befuddled me, but as they're walking, the Benedicts and the girls are like excitedly talking, like, "We're gonna meet her," and then the lady suddenly like wheels around and randomly says that, and no one has a fucking clue why. For a time, Marianne Benedict was briefly a very profitable painter and made a lot of money, and she used it to buy this place, and we're like, okay.
Why the exposition, lady?
All right. it's a weird non sequitur, but fine.
It's strange, especially knowing what we know. That
Yeah.
This is her. It's just a weird way for her to be talking about herself.
Right.
She never understood why people wanted to buy her paintings.
Do you think it's because it's like the scene where they were like looking at the lady painting, that they were supposed to be like art fans or something, or like they were supposed to be pretending like they were into art, and she was like, everyone here is an artist. They didn't pay it off effectively.
They give a weird explanation later, and we'll talk about it when we get there, I guess. But yeah, it's just the whole thing is kind of clunky, I guess.
Julius at this point notices that the lady keeps referring to Marianne in the past tense, which as a kid I would never. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
The lady says Marianne died years ago. Everyone is shocked because she said, you just said Marianne's here, but she says, oh, I meant she's here in spirit. That's a shitty thing to do.
I feel like if you want to throw them out, then throw them out. But why are you lying to these people?
Well, then lying to them,
giving a very
breaking
elaborate
the truth
lie
to them, and then even it, like, let's just say she doesn't believe them. But if you just dropped that bomb, you'd say, "Can you leave?" Or would you say,
just say, "Get out of here"?
Or would you say, "Do you need to like sit for a moment?" They're clearly like distraught at this news.
She gives that like, but you said she was here, and she's like, I meant her spirit. Spirit is always here.
Would you say, we just told you your mother's dead, leave please? Or would you say, do you need a moment? Would you like some tea?
I just don't know why she's bothering with such like an elaborate lie. Why not just say, you're not welcome here, you're trespassing, get off the property and go through the proper channels.
Thanks
if
for
you want to try to talk to Marianne.
Yeah, it's very convenient. Anyway, Vincent and Julius are devastated, but Vincent's taking it like an utter asshole. It's like, can we get out of here, please?
Yeah, like they're all fucking hurt.
Yeah. So it's at this moment we get a cut back to the interior of Whispering Pines, and the woman that we just met is speaking to the old lady that we saw, and reveals herself to be Marianne Benedict. Shocking development.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. So she tells her friend that those guys must have been real estate developers that want to turn her property into a golf course, and that
if that was true, they would know she wasn't dead. They should probably know what she looks like.
Yeah, real estate developers from the area would know who Marianne Benedict is.
And they would, it's just, it doesn't all add up necessarily.
It's not like she's a recluse. We have no reason to believe that she's just like
J.D. Salinger.
Yeah, it's like she just has ceased to exist, like Howard Hughes style. She's like drinking her piss and not cutting her nails. It's like, what the fuck? So, she's like, oh, they were pretending to be my twin sons.
Yeah.
And then she gets wistful and says, I did have a son once.
Would that be an exceptionally bizarre lie for these real estate developers to be trying to push?
Yeah.
Like, why would they pretend to be twins?
Wouldn't she immediately have been on the phone to Traven or Werner to be like,
what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I mean, I could see her just thinking these guys are full of shit, but why would they tell such an unbelievable lie?
Yeah.
That we're twins.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're her twin sons.
The same reason people believe that the Nigerian prince is trying to
I guess so. Is it what you want to believe?
Yeah. So yeah, she says, I did have a son once, but he died at birth. And it's very like a sort of a down moment. And then we get an immediate cut to someplace where I wish you and I were right now, which is some roadside like gas station / burger joint.
Amazing scenery.
The background panorama is staggeringly beautiful. Linda's trying to look on the bright side, saying, Marianne must have been a great human to donate all of her state to help artists.
He's like, do I look like a young artist to you? What a dick.
He's being a total asshole. And then he randomly accuses Linda of just being out here because of the money, which how would that even be possible?
He's like, I know what you're here. I know what you want. I know what you're here for. It's got nothing to do with family and everything to do with money.
Is he insinuating it's like she knows about the thing in the trunk and that's the only reason she invited herself along?
Which is bullshit. He knows she's been
ride or die
up on him.
Ride or die.
She knew he was a fuck up. He's like, begging her for money, a couple days ago, and she was like still into him. So it's clearly clearly bullshit.
He's a total tool bag. Yeah, she's heartbroken, and rightfully so. Julius is like, "Hey, take it easy." Vincent wheels on him and says that he should have never listened to him, and that he's got the deal of a lifetime going, and that he's been wasting his time looking for a dead mother. And Julius says, "I only wanted to piece the family back together." Vincent says there's nothing there but him and 3 losers. And he is fucking harshing the mellow like
he is
big time.
He is way so far past the line.
He like runs to the caddy, grabs their suitcases out of the car, like whips them out of the car. That Julius' suitcase.
Where were those suitcases when they were driving? They're not in the trunk.
Sitting in the back seat, it looked like.
It is a massive car.
Yeah.
Okay.
That suitcase at least is fucking empty, by the way. It's just it bounces.
It's weightless.
Yeah. Then again, Julius doesn't own a lot of clothes. So anyway, Linda tells Julius, so he speeds off.
Ditches him.
Yeah, he's like gone. Like
that
speeds out like a cloud of dust.
That's unforgivable.
All I can think about at that moment is like how good that hamburger probably tasted. Can you imagine that roadside hamburger with like with
real
onions?
Thin. It's real thin.
Yeah, onions. It was flame broiled or charcoal
cheese,
grilled.
American yellow.
Yes.
American
Oh my god.
cheese,
yeah.
Fucking delicious French
amazing.
fries. I want to find that place.
We should try. We should definitely try. So Linda at that point tells Julius, "Look, Vincent's been possessed because there's a thing in the trunk and it's worth a shit ton of money and he's going to get himself killed." And he's sort of like taking it in. We cut to the road at night. Vincent is on the phone finalizing his plans to meet Beetroot in Houston. Mm-hmm. On the other end of the line, Beetroot's in his office with, "I'm Webster." and informs him, "Look, I'm going to make the deal with Vincent." Webster's like, "Hey, look, I get it. It's just business. You don't care who delivers the engine as long as you get what you want."
Totally.
I like that he's magnanimous about it.
Totally, even if it's disingenuous.
Yeah, it's like...
We got Beetroot's crony is in there.
Yeah, Weiss.
Marvin J. McIntyre, a.k.a. Weiss from Running Man, another fucking Arnold friend. I feel like he just makes friends with people and is just friends forever with the people that he's worked with.
Friends are friends forever if Arnold's a friend of you.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet deal. Make friends with Arnold and he'll put you in his movies. He'll put you on.
Dude, we have to write this movie and then cast like Sven Ole Thornton, Weiss, anyone that's still alive. We have to get them in this
Which
movie.
one? The one about the
one
clones?
that we're talking about, the Arnold clones that are in the 80s that they were just cloning Arnold and putting him in movies.
Various there's a dozen different Arnolds.
It's like
in
multiplicity. He couldn't be everywhere at once. This is a genius fucking idea.
I love it.
If you're listening and you steal this idea, we will come for you. I will find you. Anyway. So yeah, cut to the next day at a small airport. Julius is boarding a flight to Houston. He assures Linda and Marnie, "I'm going to find Vincent and bring him home." Psychic connection, brother to brother.
Amazing song by the group The Spinners.
That's hot.
Brother to brother, baby.
So we cue up the montage of Julius tracking down Vincent in Houston.
Was that actual Houston?
Looking at it, I can think of a few places that would be that they could have been.
They should have probably sent second unit out there to shoot some
it could have been on the southern side of the downtown area at the time, which would have been close to the high rises that they actually filmed in a high rise.
we are talking 30 plus years ago as well.
Yeah, it could have also been in some places in Oak Ridge or some other shopping areas where they could have had some wide street.
I can't think of many movies ever that have been set in Houston.
Except for Paris, Texas. This is one of the only ones that I can think of that shows actual footage of Houston.
I guess there's bits of Apollo 13.
Oh well,
Houston, we have a problem.
The Linklater movie with about the boy movie, Boy's Life.
I didn't ever watch that
called.
one. It's in Houston?
Yeah, they shot some of that in Houston too. So, Julius...
You're getting a lot of that psychic shit.
Yeah, while he's walking around, he steals an epic Cadillac that's got Longhorns mounted on the grill, little revolvers for door handles,
There's
spurs on the mirrors, and there's a fucking repeating rifle or some damn thing like mounted on the back fender.
Is amazing, this thing.
Yeah, it looks like if you've ever been in Houston or there may be one in Austin, but there's definitely one in Dallas, but they're called Hotel Zaza.
Okay.
And like they have some marketing vehicles that are these caddies with Longhorns on the front, but then they
Really?
also have airport shuttles which have, or they'll drive you around Houston, but they also have like Longhorns thrown up on the front.
I'm into it.
Yeah. So anyway, he steals a car, which is uncharacteristic for Julius.
I love the car's fucking like 25 feet long and it's a 2-door.
It was, God.
They were amazing cars. I saw just earlier today. I saw an old Cadillac.
Yeah.
It was fucking huge, and it's a 2-door. It's
Doesn't
a
make any
fucking
sense.
coupe.
It's amazing. So we see Vincent find his destination. It's a refinery or something we can think of in Houston.
It looks like oil or something. The actual location was like this water reclamation facility in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it looks more like a water reclamation plant because you don't see, like in an oil refinery, you see like big towers and shit.
Yeah, which they had like some low towers.
Like low cylindrical towers.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's there to deliver the merchandise to Beetroot and fucking Weiss.
That his goon, whatever his name was, Weiss, does like perhaps the worst frisking I've ever seen. He just pats the guy and he's like, he's clean.
Yeah, he's fine. This is good. I love that Beetroot calls Vincent out. You're just a guy who stole a car. He starts to give him shit for not being. He's just trash talking him for being a small time crook that doesn't even know what he stole.
He tells him, he's like, this is a revolutionary fuel injection system for jets.
You don't
He's like,
even-
yeah, okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like for a second that Beetroot's gonna like have Weiss kill Vincent, but instead he's just like, all right, yeah, no, I'm gonna pay you.
I want to lift a glass real quick to this actor, Trey Wilson's voice.
Oh man, yeah,
He's amazing,
He's
dude.
yeah. Cheers to Trey Wilson, R.I.P. He died like not even a year after this movie was released.
I'm glad he got this one in. What are you sipping on?
This is Reformation Brewery right here in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the Woodstock, Georgia. Excuse me. Reformation Brewery in Woodstock, Georgia. The Stark Toasted Porter.
I'm sipping on Monday Night Brewing's
Yeah.
Dust Bunny IPA.
How's that?
It's a skunky one. It's
Yeah.
like interesting. Yeah, I'm digging it,
I'm a
though.
big fan of this toasted porter. This is my second or third time around with this particular brew. I also like that they have the dogwood as their symbol around that bar there.
Oh, okay.
But a porter is a great like cold weather drinking beer. It's
Yeah,
like
it'll warm you
like
up.
a winter warmer from the inside out. So it looks for a second like Beetroot's gonna have Vincent killed, but for all of his smarminess, Beetroot, it turns out, is a crook of integrity.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to pay you your $5 million and you can be on your way.
He slaps that suitcase down.
Yeah. He, I love that Vincent's like, hey, can I get a lift back to town? And Beetroot's like, fuck you.
He's like, oh, I like it. He opens the suitcase and he's like, $5 million. He's like, you want to count it? He's like, no.
Nope, I'm good. Yeah, so as Vincent's celebrating his $5 million, $5 million.
Well, the thing that's weird is for them to strand him at Beetroot's like facility,
It's very strange.
because it is all the sign, like all this stuff. There's Beetroot.
It's
there's
McKinley
Industries,
something, yeah.
like on all the stuff. So it's weird for them to strand him on their own property. Like, yeah, we're gonna leave you here.
It would be bizarre for them to at least not like drive him out to the end of the surface road and be like, here.
Presumably, he's gonna find a phone and call a taxi or something and tell him, yeah, pick me up at McKinley Industries.
Which would be more...
Now there's a trail.
Yeah, it would be more conspicuous. So as Vincent's celebrating, we see Beetroot and Weiss drive off,
Yeah.
and then we hear the sound of gunfire. Vincent like pokes his head around a corner. We see the car like wrecked into a building and the driver shot. So
Weiss is gunned down.
yeah. So Vincent makes a run for it, and is nearly shot by. We see Webster on top of one of those like cylindrical towers with
what
like
the hell kind of gun is that?
It's like one of those things that's like it looks like one of those things, machine gun slash grenade launcher.
It's like almost like a shotgun or something with a scope on it, though, or I don't know. It was weird.
If it's a shotgun, there's no way.
He was pump actioning it as if it was a shotgun, but
if that's the case, then it's a shotgun. And it doesn't make any sense that he could have killed Beetroot and Weiss from that distance.
Unless you're shooting buckshot, but you can't.
Not from that distance.
That's not to shoot with what's accurate, though.
Not from like 100 or 150 feet away with buckshot.
He would have wanted an assault rifle.
Yeah.
Like an M16 or whatever.
Or maybe he shot him with one gun and then we didn't see him switch guns.
I think there were two boom. Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know.
He shot. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
I just think they picked a gun that they thought looked cool.
Yeah,
the armorer. They told the armorer, bring us a couple of cool looking guns.
That's the gun for us. So he makes a run for it. He's nearly shot. Webster says, "Hey man, I just want the $5 million. Give me what's mine, and I'll leave you alone."
That reminded me of fucking Tony from Die Hard.
Yeah,
he's like, "I promise, I won't hurt you."
Yeah,
like
again, but
his gun.
It's like at this point, it's like I don't know what to believe because it's like. Webster.
I'll tell you who don't believe Webster.
But Webster kills people and then lets them go after he said he kills people all the time. It's like you can't. Webster's a loose cannon.
He's a little wishy-washy.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what your rules are, man. Anyway, Vincent runs, and as he's running, Julius arrives at the scene. We see Vincent running like through the bowels of whatever this place is. It's McKinley.
There's all types of There's all types of pipelines and stuff.
Yeah, McKinley Industries. And we see him like running down some steps. He's like, step. And Webster rounds the corner. He's like, he has a clear shot at him. But Julius runs up in the nick of time.
He like chucks the suitcase.
Yeah, lobs the suitcase at him, hits Webster, causing the shot to go off, but up in the air. He's like, leave my brother alone. Yeah, Webster turns on him with the gun. And it's at that moment that Vincent stops in his tracks and he can sense Julius.
Yeah, the psychic connection, man, it's still there.
But this is the first time...
It's gone that way?
This is the first time that Vincent has felt a psychic connection. At least that we've been clued into.
Maybe he's like muted it all these years or
maybe, but this is the first time on screen that he's been like, he's like, oh. So I like that is like all of a sudden now they're rubbing off on each other. They're getting each other's traits.
That's definitely happening.
So Julius is telling Webster, he's like, relax, don't be nervous. I hate violence. Plus, I never carry a gun. I love he tells him to don't be nervous. That's such a sweet thing to say to someone who's going to kill you.
But my clone, John Matrix and Dutch over here, they do carry guns.
Yeah, Vincent comes back and tells Webster to lower the gun and I'll hand over the cash. Webster wants Vincent to open the case so I can see the money. So he's like, okay, I'll open the case. Then Vincent and Julius begin bickering back and forth about why Julius came back. And Webster, I love why they're arguing. Webster's like, all right, close it. He's like, close it? Okay, open it, close it, open it, close it.
You know a thing I read that's I'm sure true because the internet's never wrong. $5 million in $100 bills would weigh 110 pounds.
Damn. That seems like
he's
a
like
lot.
just running around with the suitcase like it doesn't weigh anything, and that would weigh a fucking shit ton to try to carry around.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
If you think about it, I guess if it's like just stuffed with dense paper, that's pretty fucking heavy.
You and I recently, at least we had knowledge of, if not helped carry, I think I tried to pick one up by myself, but some cinder blocks that your dad was moving around.
Okay.
Those cinder blocks.
Were they heavy as shit? What do you think they weighed? 50? More than 50?
More than they had to weigh closer to 100 pounds.
Shit.
Because I remember you saying you thought maybe 50, and then I tried to pick it up. I was like, no.
Same 50?
Because I remember like lifting like 50-pound bags of buckshot for my uncle because he used to fill his own shells at home. And so anyway, those 150 pounds of a suitcase, that's a lot.
110, but still.
Yeah, whatever, that's a lot.
It would throw you, you couldn't just run around with it.
No.
You'd be dragging it.
And especially not DeVito.
Nah, he probably only weighs 150.
Man, I wish DeVito had played Wolverine.
Was he supposed to?
Well, no, but...
He's got the voice for it, the attitude.
Wolverine's supposed to be only 5'3", and DeVito's shorter than that.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Wolverine's only 5'3". Anyway, neither here nor there. Anyway, Vincent and Julius are arguing. Webster interrupts, says, "Hey, you've heard this line in this movie. I can't let you go since you've seen my face." He's not consistent on this rule.
You glossed over the fact that, like, Vincent, when he has him close it, he sort of just picks up the case and starts to walk off with it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I think the suitcase belongs to me. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
He gets like distracted. It's so awesome. Yeah. So, yeah. And then he says, I got to kill you because you've seen my face. But then...
So what, you're still going to kill us even though we gave you the money?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
And so then Julius says, hey, wait a second. You're forgetting the third rule in a crisis situation. There's some sort of like telepathy again now. I think that the Benedict twins telepathy is like on full blast.
Yes.
And they sort of look at each other. They look up at a heavy spool of chain hanging from the ceiling above Webster's head.
It's all being laid on like very thickly. They're like, the third rule.
Yeah, so Webster was like, what's the third rule? And then in unison they say, duck. and Vincent pulls a lever, and then a comedically large chain and a mount of chain.
Yes, I loved it. I mean, the spool hitting just right on the crown of his head would probably kill him.
Yeah.
But yeah, then it's probably a ton of chain. Like, as in 2,000 pounds of chain probably is sitting on him.
It is
Crush him, right?
It is a pile of chain that's as tall as Arnold, maybe taller, and at least as wide.
So
it's like...
Oh, it weighed enough to probably have crushed him.
To crush... I'm Webster. To crush a Webster skeleton. So
I did a little research about because that's how I found the screenplay in the first place.
Right.
I got curious about the third rule, or the rules in a crisis situation.
Oh yeah.
And was this real, or was it fully made up? Like, did it come from some old text? Was it fucking Sung Soo or something?
Right.
So it seems as though it's completely manufactured, but I did find it in the script. It would have been the last chapter that we did after he took out the claims.
Right.
After quoting the second rule, that Vincent was supposed to ask him, how many of those rules do you got? And he told him, it's quite a few. They were formulated by a Kendo swordsman in the 17th century, but their philosophical underpinnings can be applied to many different areas of life. I was like, okay. I mean, I'm glad they didn't go there.
But I wonder if they're like, where did that come from? Where did that idea come from?
Screenwriters pulling something out of their ass would be my guess.
I wonder if it is sort of like Sun Tzu, though.
I should have found it if it was real. I should have found it, but
you can't beat yourself up now.
Yes.
So anyway, Webster's dead. We gather
he's smushed.
Julius thanks Vincent for coming back. Vincent says, "We're family." He picks up the briefcase and says, we're a rich family.
We're a rich family.
But Julius says, we're going to be a good family and return that money, baby.
Return it to who?
We don't know.
Beetroot's
NASA?
Dead?
Yeah, Beetroot's company? It doesn't make any sense.
Returning the engine? Yes.
Yeah.
Returning the money? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I just don't... This is the money that Beetroot was using to try to steal the engine. McKinley Industries CEO.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird.
Meanwhile, at Whispering Pines, north of Santa Fe, Marianne's friend, the old lady, shows her the cover of the USA Today, on which we see twins, Julius and Vincent, accepting an award for returning a stolen engine.
Right.
What the fuck?
And then it's like, well, wait, these guys really are twins?
Huh?
Yeah.
So we cut to... I love that we see an over-the-shoulder shot of the newspaper in Traven's office, reading the same story.
Albuquerque Journal has got that story on the front page.
Yeah. It's a national story, Kevin.
I guess so. Twins return stolen engine or whatever.
Just happened down the street. When we see Marianne walk in, and he is stunned, and she says, "You stole my family, you lying son of a bitch."
Lays him
and
out.
socks him for being a depraved piece of shit. Which he deserves, and rightfully so. Back in L.A., we see Linda trotting up some stairs to her, we think it's her apartment, and finds Vincent on his knees with a flower begging for forgiveness. She says no.
Rightfully.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ditched me in the middle of Arizona after you accused me of gold digging or whatever.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve another chance.
At this point, he's been unfaithful how many times?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just there's a litany of reasons that she shouldn't be with him. Vincent leaves. She enters her apartment, and it is filled with flowers. Do you think Marnie was in on this?
To let him in?
Yeah. That's my take. Is that Marnie had to have had a key?
Maybe,
and because she'd
be even less likely.
She and Julius, but she knows that she and Julius are going to be together. So it's like the path of least resistance.
It's most convenient if you guys are together.
Yeah.
Maybe, or we know he's a pro at fucking breaking and entering. I mean,
that's true too.
Also could have just picked the lock, I guess.
That's true too. Plus, we know he's not hurting for cash, as we'll find out in a moment. But anyway. Her apartment is filled with flowers. She goes outside, but Vincent's gone.
Those flowers won her over quick.
Well,
she'd be a fucking fool to let Vincent back into her life.
It's the truth. But this is a movie.
It's a movie. We need a happy ending.
She turns around and Danny DeVito, like crawling on the ground on his knees.
This is the bit that gets me. How is he inside the apartment now? Where did he run around back to a fire escape and come into the window?
Illusions, Michael. Illusions.
The trick is something a prostitute does for money.
Or candy.
I don't know how. That's one bit of this movie that's baffled me every time is how did he get into the apartment so quickly?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where did he go to get in? He must have come through a window or a fire escape or something.
Was Julius down around the corner and he ran and gave him a leg up and threw him up a window? I have
no clue, man, but it's a good movie moment.
Vincent's like a circus midget, just flies up. I can't say midget on air, but I did. I'm sorry. Like an acrobat, a small acrobat.
A small little acrobat.
Anyway, she immediately forgives him.
Oh yeah.
It's the most romantic thing that's ever happened. And then cut to Julius and Vincent working in the newly formed Benedict Corporation, a consulting firm, a think tank.
Something like the Rand Corporation.
Only smarter.
Yes.
So, having settled all their debts, we find that the boys are left with just over $12,000 after the $50,000 reward that they got for returning the money to whoever.
Do you think that involved paying the claims back?
Must have, because
20 to the claims.
Julius wanted to pay them the claims off. Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious if you would pay it back after you beat him up and whatever else.
I think that Julius has such high honor, even after the attempts on their lives, that he'd be like, "Yeah, we got to
pay him back. So, otherwise, they're gonna kill us.
Exactly, they'll come back for us sooner or later." So Vincent seems down. Julius says he's upset because he made him return the briefcase, and then I love this. Oh, you mean the money? The $4 million.
They lay it on so thick.
So he stole $1 million.
Just think about it. That's a lot of money, Jules. $4 million. Just say it. $4 million.
So he stole $1 million.
He snuck it out of there somehow, I guess. Yeah, he skimmed it.
What did Vincent do with $1 million?
He tucked it under a mattress. I'm assuming it's just hidden somewhere.
Or did he? Is it?
It's under the floorboards in the house.
I don't know, man. Marianne, at that point, comes a-calling with a teddy bear.
Bring in the teddy bear. That's a weird flex.
And her hairstyle is something. We don't. It's like an animal. She says she can't tell which one is which. Okay.
I don't even. Yeah. Okay.
Because you know their names, but no, I don't. Okay, that makes sense.
It's
That's
a joke.
fine.
I get it. It's.
She says she's sorry she didn't believe him, but the story was so unbelievable. We're all there with you.
She's dead ass right about that. Yeah.
She remarks that I was like, you found each other, and then you found me, and there are tears in her eyes. It's a heartwarming moment. They realize she's their mom.
Yeah.
And just
Mama.
It reminds me of Land Before Time, like.
Well, Littlefoot?
Yeah, like Littlefoot and all the, there's one dinosaur like, Mama, right? Or
no, you think about that live-action dinosaur show.
Yeah.
Not the mama.
Yeah, not the mama. That's what it is. Something hatching from an egg.
Shit.
Not the mama. Yeah.
DeVito milks the hell out of that scene where he's like, Mama.
I fucking love DeVito. We really need to watch Throw Mama from the Train again.
So good.
Yeah.
I think this moment means more to Vincent than it does to Julius. Because he's lived without love, without any kind of nurturing in his whole life.
And to me, there has to have been a part of Julius that was like optimistic that the right thing was going to happen.
Yeah. And he's got a good life, even if mom really is dead.
He's satisfied with the fact that he's built this life with his brother now.
Yeah.
So anyway, cut to sometime later, we see Marianne, the mom, Linda, Marnie, and
Werner is there.
some fucking Nazi Werner, and we're all at the zoo or some damn place.
I got beef with this.
Yeah.
Didn't Werner also know that Marianne wasn't dead?
Yeah,
and
Werner's
he's been lying.
complicit.
He's been lying to Julius the same. Like, why is it unforgivable for Traven? And it's all is forgiven for Werner.
Why is not Traven there at the zoo that day?
Well, I almost got the impression that like Werner and Marianne were like
Together,
coupled up.
Yeah.
Why are all the women wearing white?
It's Easter.
Is that what it is? It's not like baptism day or something? Christening?
The thing that I took from seeing all of it, it was very Easter imagery.
I buy that.
With the merry-go-round in the background, Easter hats, all white.
Okay.
Everything pointed to it's the holidays. It's a time of rebirth, renewal. That's kind of. So then we see Vincent and Julius like rolling up in matching suits again, each pushing a set of twins in strollers.
Were those the same babies from the Open, you think? Like,
no, guaranteed they were different.
different?
Different studio babies.
I do feel like every time, like every little child actor you get is probably a twin because that allows you to like work longer hours.
Yep. And then Werner snaps a family portrait that he's going to put fucking in his like Los Alamos files and like, dear diary, you'll never believe what happened today. Day 6,000 of experiment has gone perfectly to plan.
Clone number 47.
Yeah, did he impregnate Linda and Marnie?
Oh, I don't even know, man. Nah, they did that the old-fashioned way.
Oh, God. Anyway, that's how the movie ends.
Fucking roll credits.
Twins!
That ridiculous song, Twins, by Philip Bailey and Little Richard.
Little Richard?
The lyrics on this song, I'm just going to read you a couple of them.
Hit me.
Twins, united outside and in. When you're twins, the magic just never ends. Okay, we got, if one me is good, then two is better.
Okay.
And we got, we're not your average family. We got benefits most people never see. Fucking what?
What?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like they just said, how much money is it going to take? What do we got to put on this check to get you to write a song about twins?
At first listen, that just makes me think it's like telepathy. It's like an internal connection.
I don't know.
Okay. Twins!
That's the fucking flick, though.
We did it.
We did it. I mean, I want to talk a little bit more about the movie.
Yeah, we definitely. I love this movie. Tell me more.
So, Arnold Schwarzenegger said on this podcast I was listening to that basically he'd run into Reitman at like the Aspen Film Festival or something. Mm-hmm. He told Reitman he wanted to do a movie with him. Reitman was like, yeah, sure, okay. And then, like, you know, over the course of the weekend or whatever, they bumped into each other some more times. And then Arnold says that Reitman approached him and he said, you know, you got a side to you that most people don't know about. Like, you're a funny guy. And I think, you know, they said, well, you know, yeah, when you, like, give me, like, I want to work with you. Give me some ideas that you got. Give me some projects or whatever when you get back in L.A. So Arnold says when they first brought the script to him, it was called The Experiment.
Okay.
Which he said that they decided they needed to change that name because they thought it had, like, Nazi connotations to it.
And it still does, but yeah.
So I think Arnold said it was him that, like, hit on the idea that, you know, what if the twin was, like, an opposite? You know, what if we cast DeVito in the part? And they really loved that idea. So another thing I read, which was nuts, is that they were in production. The movie was known as, like, the Twins Project because there was another movie in production called Twins at the time.
Uh-huh.
There was this Cronenberg movie. They went on to, like, but the Cronenberg and Reitman, like, knew each other, and he convinced them to, like, let us have the name Twins. And the Cronenberg movie turned into this movie called Dead Ringers. Did you ever watch that with
No.
Jeremy Irons?
No, I think I've heard about it, but I've never seen it.
Dude, I watched it like last week because I was curious. It's on Prime for free.
Oh, cool.
That movie's fucked. I mean, as Cronenberg movies,
yeah.
like Jeremy Irons plays these two twin brothers who are gynecologists who like take sexual advantage of their patients, and it's really
That's
fucked.
rough. That's rough.
And there's like all types of fucking fucked upness happening in the movie.
Cronenberg, why?
But I also read that there was like some type of a legal battle involved over the title of the movie, so I don't know if it was that friendly or not that they got the title. But yeah, it became
Interesting.
They got the title Twins. The movie premiered at the Kennedy Center in D.C. It was like a benefit for the Special Olympics, which is badass.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think that was always like a Schwarzenegger. I think a passion of his. So I just like that.
I remember that
Schwarzenegger's
from
like,
elementary school.
totally.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like I'm not just making that up.
No.
And then Schwarzenegger was big on that like President's Council on Physical Fitness.
Yep, I remember that
Did
too.
you used to have to do those like drills, like reach and like sit and reach on that box? Like how many inches can you reach? How flexible you are? And how many sit-ups can you do in a minute? And
I remember we did all that kind of stuff, and I was such a fucking like flub. I was just like, can't do nothing.
I was fucking worthless at that stuff. The movie came out. It got bad reviews, but
Fuck
it made a shit ton of money. 112 million domestically,
Mhm.
over 200 million worldwide.
Damn. Okay.
I read that it was only the 6th Universal movie to make over $100 million at that time. It was in good company, dude. The other movies I looked up were E.T., Jaws, Back to the Future, The Sting, and Animal House, and Twins were the $600 million Universal pictures.
Of the other 5, I would say that they're arguably a little better.
Yeah. But it was in good-ass company. How
Hell
about that?
yeah, that's awesome.
That's amazing to me. This movie was the 16th. It came out in December of
Okay.
88. It was the 16th highest grossing movie for 1988 and the 15th highest grossing movie for 1989,
Shit.
which is cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, did
It was
really well.
Megan Bank. Yeah, and that's fucking Twins, man. I didn't really look into like what were the other big ones of that year. I know Batman was 89 and that fucking crushed everything.
Man, the 80s were such a good time for movies.
Yeah,
And
dude.
Schwarzenegger was just crushing the game.
Well, this took him to that another level, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, you can do anything. Like, you're
and
funny.
and
you can do family.
We also talked about like this movie, him showing a different sort of range than he'd ever shown to this point.
Yeah.
Like I feel like maybe if he doesn't do something like this, then something like True Lies doesn't ever get
Totally.
made. You know, because it shows that he can act besides just brooding. He can deliver lines. He can show emotion.
And not that the movie was good, but he
No.
probably doesn't get something like Batman and Robin,
Yeah.
where he's like playing like got to deliver these funny
Like a comic book
one-liners
villain.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Kindergarten Cop obviously was like fucking brilliant.
I can't wait to talk about that movie. Kindergarten Cop is
It's
genius.
amazing.
Yeah.
Somehow it didn't make as much money as this movie. I would have thought it would have done better.
I feel like it's probably because even with little kids, it's a little bit darker.
It's
movie.
dark for kids, and I feel like for people who liked Arnold for the action shit, they probably felt like it was a kiddie movie.
Man, Kindergarten Cop's great.
It really
Twins
is.
is great too.
I feel like Kindergarten Cop's better than Twins, though. Just empirically,
Yeah,
it's a more interesting
I agree.
story. But I love them both.
Yeah, the acting and that one's good too. Yeah, but anyway, yeah,
Um,
Twins is near and dear to our hearts. We've been watching it for a lot of years. We'll continue to watch it because it's awesome.
Yes, indeed, we will. Bet your
Brother
sweet
to
ass.
brother.
Twins! United outside and in.
That's it.
It's
When you say it
something.
like it's kind of dirty.
It sounds gross. Little Richard.
Brother
damn it.
fuckers.
Oh, God damn it. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
That's familiar to me, though.
Anyway,
I don't have a brother, so anyway. I don't know.
I guess we're done talking about Twins now.
I think
We're
we
gonna
should
go drink beer and watch Price is Right. We hope all of you are having a good spring. It's early spring.
Sure it is. By the time this is, it's springish.
Yeah, it's spring now. Spring is sprung.
Spring is sprung. We'll be back.
Hasta la vista, babies.